Ladies and gentlemen, good day to you. Yeah, so now we are going to do service on this bad boy. We're going to do lube, oil, and hydrostatic transmission. Check everything over. I'm going to do the fuel filter at some other point. I don't think I have one right now. So yeah, I got everything set up. I already drained the oil yesterday from the previous video. So, you know, the engine was piping hot and it all drained out. So I'm going to put the oil plug back in. I got my OSHA approved feet. So yeah, or shoes, slippers. We call them slippers here, not flip-flops. So if people are wondering why I call them slippers. Yeah, here they're slippers in the mainland, or, you know, in the continental United States, they're flip-flops. All right, so I did clean this off a little bit. Also, I'm going to be taking off this thing. It's just a shroud for the PTO shaft, but it got crushed by this thing, as you can see right there. But, and this thing is just loosey-goosey, so it doesn't serve me anything, and nothing gets really wrapped up in it because of the arms there. So it's safe to take it off, no big deal. So we got nice oil in there. I don't know if you guys can see, because, you know, of course, close-ups with this camera suck. But you can see how clear the fluid is. I mean, it's clear, clean, not so abused. But we're going to drain it still. Here's the fill. I think I'm going to take this little thing off, because this is for the hook for the top, or sorry, a hook comes out of here. God, get my camera stuff right. And catches the top link. This is a hydraulic top link, never comes off, never gets stored. So that can come off. All right, so let's get to it, and I'll talk along the way. Not like you guys want to hear that. I'm just kidding. All right, yeah, so follow along. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I got my mic on, so you guys can hear me easy. So I got lucky. I got this Leatherman MUT tool. It's got a little pin pusher for the AR-15 style rifles, all that stuff. M4, I don't know, I'm not so versed in that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the whole front here. Easy initially. So you got this tab here, little twist, yanks right off. Boom. Just put that by the rear tire here. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Just a little tab, pull out, boom, comes off. A little stuck, but that's okay. Reflective tape, yay. All right, put that down. Okay, I'll show you guys around a little later. All right, what I always forget is to unplug the lights, which have a little bit of burnage on them, so I think I might have to replace these lights. Okay, so the other thing is, on these 4 Series tractors, at least this 4066R, to get this whole front off, unplug the lights, but it has 4 clips, so 2 on each side. Just got to pull them down. They're over center clips. Pull that down, pull that down. On the 3 Series, one of them I worked on, it was bolted inside here. It kind of crazy, so whatever. All right, so get this off. And now, since all 4 are done, side panels are off, light disconnected, watch how easy this thing is to take off. It comes in, there's some rails there, but whoop, comes right out. All right. Okay, so I'm just looking over this whole thing. I got the ratchet down there. So we got the oil fill right there, a little dirty. Nice schmoo from the fan and all that stuff. The belt's okay. It just has the that schmoo from the fan, just loaded. Unbelievable. There's all kinds of crap that comes through there. So, as I was saying, these guys were the over-center clips. So you put them in and latch them up when the thing's on there. Here's the guide that you go with the front here. Here's also these clips. So yeah, I do that. You see the channel here. And this little nook right here was designed in there, so you can set that thing in there and get everything set, and then you can whoop. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's got the hood release here. Light connector, as you guys can see, it's unhappy. So I think I will rewire that one of these days. Maybe sooner, maybe not. Horn, it's got provisions for a horn here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, these lights are just normal. Let's not F them up, but yeah, I should replace these with LEDs, shouldn't I? Yeah, whatever. So we'll just go in there with that. Boom, boom, boom. Go in there. Yeah, easy. So just going over everything, and yeah, gotta clean up the condenser. That's the intercooler right in the front. The condenser, and then the transcooler, and then the radiator. So as you guys can see, not much room between them, which is kind of unfortunate. So also the engine is a little on the dirty side, not too bad. Oh, let's see. This is rated to be in there. Yeah, coffee branch. Not really, but normal. So let's go to the other side. Yeah, oh, look at that cute little turbski there. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. So here I wrapped the exhaust because it was just getting a little too close to the intercooler pipe. And this is already semi-insulated because it's the DPF, soot cooker, whatever you want to call it. I hate them, just to let you know. I wish there was a delete device for this. That'd be great. Just simplify stuff and also take a bunch of heat out of here. If anybody knows of a delete, shh, tell me. Okay, so let's get on with it here and we'll check everything out. Oh, here's a cool little bit. So these have two hydraulic pumps. One is for the steering system and one is for everything else. So as you guys can probably tell which one's which, I think the front being smaller would be for the steering, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is a little bigger. It's for the rest of the tractor, the hydrostatic. So everything else looks good. Could use a cleaning, nothing too bad. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Hey there. So we are going under the tractor here. All right, dragging the things. So yeah, as I said, I opened that up yesterday, and now it's all thick again. So ooh, nice and black. So I'm gonna cover that up and go from there. So I'm gonna look where the trans drain is, and I think it's right there. So right here on my finger. That guy. So I'm going to drain that, and it's supposedly 12.4 gallons. Also, this four-wheel drive shaft used to have a cover on it. The cover got screwed, so now it's just exposed, which is fine. I mean, it's pretty okay down here. All right, let me put that guy back on, and we'll catch you back there. All right, so I got the plug there. Got it kind of wiped off here. Let me wipe it off again. Just so there's not so much stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. Knock the camera over. Genius. Get that down there. Tighten that sucker kind of on there. Nothing uber tight. Nice and snug. And that is a 17. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, 17. So yeah. Alrighty, so we're on the right side of the tractor here. Oil fill tray. All right. Not so shabby, a little dusty. Of course, it drips on lines and stuff. I should have done that yesterday, but as you guys, I don't know if you guys can see the time. Oh, God, I hate how this thing focuses. But whatever, so we'll let that sucker drain a little bit. Got a clean towel here. I'm gonna wipe the top, bottom here. Yeah, let that sucker drain a little bit more. So yeah, there's what this is on. This is an oil cooler, tiny little oil cooler for the whole thing. So we'll spray that down later. Yeah, so let me go and check stuff out. Okay, as per usual, I'm going to show off my nice stupid expensive oil filter cutter. Before we make a huge mess, let's just get a little bit more oil off of there. Alrighty, so let's see if this little thing, okay, let's get this sucker a little more in there. A couple of turns. And I'm just doing this to briefly check the condition, just to see if anything pops out in my eye. Shouldn't say that, I have no glasses on right now. All right, off. Okay. You will not believe how heavy duty the caps are. Those things are usually, like some of them are thick steel. All right, so loosen that. Gonna take off rubber seal. A little bit of stuff left in there. That's okay. Take off the bypass spring. All right. So, without trying to contaminate too much, I don't know how much I can show you guys. Man, it's a cute little filter. Does the job. Does the job. So, I just try to look in here to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. This one's hard to pry. I could cut all around, get it out, squeeze it. But you know what? Let me do that. Let me do that. Maybe I'll do a time lapse and make it cool. So let me do that. Well, that didn't go as planned. It can come out like that. What you can do is you can squeeze it together. Yeah, so that's fine for now. But as you guys can see, looks pretty clean. There are no concerns in there, no particles. And as I don't think I have to mention, oh man, forgot to put on bitch mittens. Okay, oh well. So yeah, let me get a towel here. Because you know me, I'm prepared. Prepared. Yeah. So as you guys can see, I got to clean off my knife. Be careful when you're cutting those things apart because, you know, razor blades and fun metal bits. So let's get this open. Yeah, well, at least this knife will last long. So decided to pick myself up a nice titanium. I'm not sponsored or anything, but this is from Exceed Designs, titanium little utility knife holder folder. That rhymes, my God. So yeah, clean that off, boom, boom, boom. All right, so I will meet you back over at the tractor. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, got the oil filter here. Bam, brand spanking. This is the one they say it's for the engine, but I don't know. Let's clean this one more time. Clean that in there. As you know me. Yeah, so put that down. Let's put that in the box, shall we? Okay, so just have some regular oil handy. Do that, take the cap off. Got oil in the cap, enough for the O-ring of the oil filter. Boom, 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 boom. Take some more, put it on there, bam, all donezo. All right, that. Okay, let's get another one here. Of course, I'm on camera, so this is always awkward. One more time, in time. Boom. Screw that puppy on there. She's tight. All right. And that's 3/4. All right, that's good and tight. So, yeah. So, oil pan drain plug, new filter. Time to fill her up, Buttercup. All right, so what I did was I pre-loosened this because these guys are super tight. Cleaned around here so nothing would fall in. So opening it up, put that away, and I got a bucket pump and a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm just gonna pump it. So I don't need to bore you guys with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I got this sucker pretty darn full. Just checking it. I like to keep it, get it as full as possible there. Really bad lighting. But yeah, so it is full. And now I'm going to run it for a little bit after I close that up. Yeah, so, and then run it and then go on. Alrighty. So we are filled up with oil. We just triple checked it. So, make sure it's in neutral. Boom, e-brake is on. Everything is cool, legit. That's forward. All neutral, 0. Okay, so I took the key out just to be safe. What you got to do is, on the bottom right, I think, is you got to watch to see oil pressure indicator light. There's no gauges or nothing. So it should go off after 10 seconds. If it doesn't, shut it off, recheck everything. So let's see how long it takes. Oh, nope, here's the oil pressure light, sorry. So that'll blink for a little while after it's on. So let's see how long it takes to go off. There you go. And that is, you know, an empty oil filter filling it right up and all that stuff. So let's put on a little bit of air because it's a little hot in here. So I'm just going to run it for about a minute, just something like that. So this flashing light is, that flashing light, parking. So make sure you undo that stuff. Everything's looking good. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing. All right, so I let it run for a little while here. I'm just going to shut it off and we'll let her sit. So just that'll, you know, let the oil drain back down, see where we're at, boom, 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 and top it off if we need to. So of course you need to. You know, filled up the oil filter. So now we're going on to drain the transmission. So let's do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, can't show logos. So I just came back from driving this thing around a little bit, and they said to warm it up. So I did that. I'm going to put that under there. I will show you all the paperwork. Okay, so a couple cool things here. Just put that back on the counterweight here, also known as table. Okay. All right, let's get the paper towel back here. All right. So, transmission maintenance. I don't know if you guys can read any of that. I'll leave that there for any pausing that might be necessary. So yeah, it says warm the sucker up, drain the plug down here, which I showed you, suction filter and trans filter. So those both coming off. I got both of those. And then fill on the back there, like I was mentioning before. So let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get the front screen on my camera up here. So this is a 30 millimeter. For anybody that needs to know, 30 millimeter. I got it loosened up with my handy dandy one there. And let's see if I can make a mess, because I do not have something that can hold 12 gallons. So let's see if I can do this. I think I'm gonna like that. If it chugs out like that, that's fine. Gives me a chance to glugga, glugga, glugga out there. All right. So, looks like there's just a tiny bit of shmoo on this plug here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Tiniest bit, nothing major. So it also has an O-ring here, so be careful of that. I'll wipe the shmoo off. Wipe that sucker off, okay. So O-ring doesn't feel like it fits very much. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be shuttling back and forth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much done with the draining. Just the tiniest little skosh. So my old O-ring actually fell into the bucket. Don't fear. If you pour the bucket out slowly into another bucket, it'll stay on the bottom. So if you just do it nice and slow, the O-ring will sink, it'll stay there, and that's how I got it out. But I found that the O-ring was a little on the brittle side, I mean hard. So I wanted to get another one. So I have an assortment. So this one fits. And I think it was a 22 millimeter O-ring, if I'm not mistaken. 22 by section of 2.5. But yeah, we'll go from there. It sits kind of interestingly in there, but yeah, so you put that on and bam, we'll be good to go. All right, let's do that. Get that sucker out of there. All right, I can feel the O-ring seating, so that's good. So, and this thing wasn't super Gorilla tight, so I'm not going to tighten it up Gorilla tight either. So just a little whoop, whoop, all right, whoop, whoop. So also from the buckets, it splashes, so you got a little of that to contend with. Just wipe it off, it'll be rust preventative. No big deal, as long as you can see if there's any actual dripping drops. Look at that. Poor man's like clear coat right there. Yeah, no rust there. Okay, so we're all drained out and let's go up top. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my first time taking these guys off. This is the suction filter. So you can see it coming from the, from the sump or transmission case going. And then behind it is the trans filter. So I'm gonna take off the trans filter first to allow me extra room. See how much the sucker leaks out. Okay, we'll go. All right, move that. All right, let that sucker open up and drip out a little bit. Make too much of a mess there. Keep everything lubed up. Let's wipe that off. All right. Slowly taking it off, holding pressure against it, and just fall off. Looks like it's all the way off already. Unscrewy dooey looey. Threads are miles long here. It's like a Fast and the Furious runway. Alrighty. Just let it rest up there for a second. Just let it catch all the stuff. And of course my neck's gonna be sore after this. All right, tilt it up. Pour it out and let it rest back there. I'm gonna cut that sucker open later to see if there's anything. All right, now this big hunk of chungus. All right, okay. All right, slowly going. So, don't tell me it's one of the ones with the stuff on top. No, or center bolt. Well, let's see if we can. All right. Wow. Super fine threads, or I don't know. Nothing yet here. No liquid much. I bet you it's going to come out right when I lift it. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm going to put that guy also in the back. I think I'm going to cut those both open. All right, so now I'm gonna look over there, make sure there's no dirt. I made sure to clean those off first. Pretty darn good. All right, let's go get the other filters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is how it looks like in there. Got to make sure that the O-ring is off of that right there because it was stuck on there from the old filter. And there's the trans filter. All right, so they're both clean. All right, let's put them on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so with my greasy hands here, I pre-lubed the seal of the filter, of the new filter. So, what they say on the filter is go down until, well, that engages real nice. Go down until it's solid. I'll consider that. So do 1 1/4 turns, it says. So, let's go. See until we see that thing again. That's going to be a tricky Ricky. All right. I would consider that just about 1 1/4. And that's pretty tight. That is pretty tight. All right. So let's get the other filter here ready. Okay, we are back here. This one, made sure the surface is clean here. This one says only half a turn until after seating. So there that is. So I'm going to be looking for the John Deere symbol to go forward. Oh, geez. Yeah, these suckers are tight. Okay. There we have it. All right. All right, so there they are, both of them. Sorry for the bad lighting. But yeah, they're both on there, both 100%. That was super easy. So yeah, I think I'll cut these guys open and show you guys, or well, whatever I edit to. So, all right, hopefully my filter cutters can do this. Yeah, I think so. Tighten that sucker up a bit more. Come on, you. This one's way thicker. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Carefully. Boy. Wow. Yeah, 7, 16, 19. So let's put this sucker down like that. And as you guys can see, he's clean in there. Let's see if I can not blast it out, but yeah. Nice and clean. There's, I mean, you guys can see that. That makes me feel good. But boy, this housing, I'm squeezing this sucker. This is a substantial filter housing. All right. Well, that sucks. Maybe I can get another blade for that. Who knows? We'll see. Got to contact these guys. All right. Well, let's get a little strap here. Let's cut that little, looks like a packing strap. So, simple. Got a shop inspector. It just showed up. I am not going to cut this one open like the other one. But, I don't know if you guys can see that, but see if I can. But it looks clear in there. Yep, it's dripping, I know. Yeah, that sucker's nice. All right, so that feels good. Now, can I do, well, you know what? Screw it. I'll do this one. Just for you. Open all the way up, sesame. It doesn't want to do it. Bummer. Yeah, it's fully extended. So, it won't be happening, but from what I see, I'm really happy. It's, dude, yeah, no. No metal shavings, no nothing. First time doing it on this tractor. Yeah. All right, let's continue. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm just going to take this bracket that holds the hook for the top link off. So, this is 215 millimeters. Easy. And there we go. All right, that took that off easy. All right, so I took that bracket off, and this is the cap for the whole spiel. I have a nice funnel in there, and that's going to hopefully enable me to easily pour stuff in there. All right, so I have a fun little cheat sheet here. This I got somewhere, John Deere support, services support, filter overviews. All right. So this gives me a cheat sheet of all the filters that are on this machine and service intervals. Also, on the back, it gives me actual fill capacities. So on the bottom here, transmission hydraulic system, 12.4 gallons. So let's do that. I got two 5-gallon buckets already ready. So yeah, let's make sure they are 5 gallons each. They are 5 gallons, so yeah, we can pour 2 in at a time. So let's see if we'll either make a big mess or not. Here we go. All right, so let's see if we can see this here. But we're up at the max point here. So I'm gonna put that in, get that out, put in the plug. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start her up and go from there. All right, so I filled up 10 gallons plus a little bit more from another bucket, and it is right, I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, you can see where the drip is. It's exactly where it's supposed to be. So bam. What I did was, after I filled it up, turned it on and up and down on the rock shaft lever and make it go up, inside, in and out on the top link, and turn the wheels back and forth. So I did that. Worked out real well. I think I will put this bracket thing back right here. This thing feels a little too exposed for my liking. Yeah, I think I might do that. So I'm gonna do that and then wrap it up, call it good. I'm gonna finish up this video here. All right, so I finished with the tractor. It's just a simple lube oil change, like engine oil, transmission, hydrostatic, just that. I'll cover other things at a later date. We'll go from there. Right now I'm gonna clean off the oil, get my hands on sticky, you know, recycle the oil, you know, at the appropriate place, and go from there. So still gotta check the engine oil for a proper level after I ran it a little bit. So we'll leave that for a little bit later. But yeah, 3 filters, that, you know, pretty much covers it. I will go through the fuel filter at a later date. I'm going to change out the air filter up top there for the AC. I'm going to do a whole bunch more cleaning, but for right now, this thing is 100% ready to go. So we'll do that at all the other things at a later date. So yeah, hopefully this was a good reference for people that need to know. All right, if you got any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Please hit that subscribe button, either there or there, the tiny little red button. All right, I appreciate it, and thanks for watching, and aloha.